What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Lineman Life Live. Happy Monday. It is Monday. The day of grind has come to an end, and now you are here with us, and we're going to talk football here. I'd like to welcome my co-host, Justin Blaylock.
What's going on?
He got him a little setup. You see, he's got the mic. He's got the little breaker in front of it.
Oh, yeah.
He's in it.
I'm going to look like a professional now.
There you go. You know what I mean?
I can't vouch for what happens when I start talking, but I'm going to look good.
Oh, yeah. You're going to look like you on top of it. Oh, that guy's on top of it. He knows what he's doing. Got the headset.
Definitely done podcasts before.
But, yeah, so we're going to, start this live stream off talking about one of the things that's kind of got people going today, as far as the NFL world is concerned. DK Metcalf, and I'm sure everybody has gotten to take a look at the little Twitter scrum DK Metcalf had with Shannon Sharpe. It's kind of a weird weird transgression, I guess, from DK Metcalf towards Shannon Sharpe, when really Shannon Sharpe, he was probably saying something that we were all thinking when we watched last night's Sunday night game between the Seahawks and the Steelers. Late in the game, fourth quarter, 18 seconds to go. Seattle's in Pittsburgh territory, trying to set up for a field goal. And then our good guy here, and I'm going to share this so everybody gets to see how this whole timeline unfolds, because it is a timeline. So then from there, we got, let's see, share the audio. We got even NFL France. Let's just kind of let this soak in. NFL France, which does not have a team of any sort, which isn't even London where they play a game.
Right.
NFL France in French is talking about this play right here.
Smith throws sideline. It's caught by Metcalf, who lost the football.
Surprisingly good English dialect.
And they scramble to kill it.
I mean, this is pretty ridiculous. Because one, as we all know, all those of us who have been involved in these situations, the number one priority, once you get the ball at the sideline, when you're trying to line up for a field goal, in a situation where there is literally nothing you can do to make this play any better than it already is,
you already won.
There's literally no avenue that's going to get you to the end zone from the 26-yard line.
Mission accomplished.
Mission is accomplished.
You're done.
Get out of bounds, and we're going to at least kick a field goal to go to overtime. Am I right?
Absolutely, 100%.
Because this is just utter ignorance. This is ignorance. This is you being a little ignorant little boy thinking, yeah, I'm gonna run through him. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm gonna run through him. Because I'm DK. I'm gonna run through him. That's the best way to go. Fuck out of bounds. Fuck the clock. We ain't got no timeouts left, but fuck them. We're going for it. Yeah. Oh my. I mean, what? Come on, bro.
He goes full Leroy Jenkins.
Full Leroy Jenkins. How damn stupid? How much of a goat, and not the good goat? How much of a goat would he be if the Steelers just laid on the ball yeah, good looking out, game over. Game over. I mean, it ended up being over anyways, but I mean, I just felt like when I saw this happen in real time and in real motion live during the game, I literally was like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. What are you doing? They cut guys for doing that in training camp.
Exactly.
He doesn't know how to get out of bounds. He doesn't know how to get out of bounds late in the 2-minute drill, Bob. We gotta let him go. Let him go.
Can't win with him.
We can't win with that.
Too selfish. Not a team
Can't
player.
win with this guy. He's selfish.
Doesn't want to sacrifice.
He's selfish. He doesn't care about anybody but himself. Get him out of here. I don't want to see his face again. That's what they do to cats. You know what I mean?
And crazy thing is, 9 times out of 10, he does run the guy over or get around him or something. But that doesn't, all that shit goes out the window in this situation.
Not in 2 minutes. Damn it.
Yeah, we don't care about all that.
Coaches emphasize that shit. They don't even care if you had a free run to the end zone sometimes in practice.
Right.
They're like, we don't give a damn. Nobody's tackling out here. Get out of bounds. I mean, they don't play. I'm telling you, coaches be tripping in practice in 2-minute drill when wideouts catch the ball at the hash. Instead of running towards the sideline, they run towards the middle of the field and try and juke somebody during a 2-minute drill.
This is the reason.
And this is exactly why. Because you try and do something, you try and be cute. Look at it. What are you doing? Come on. Like, what is the decision here?
He's out here and thought about it for these, he's sitting here juking and shaking.
What is the decision here? Look how he's holding the ball. First off, I mean, let's zoom in for the people. Look how he's holding the ball. He's holding it like he's carrying a tray of eggs that you get from the freaking grocery store. And then he just says, you know what? No. This is where I make my last stand. Yeah, you're right. Look at everybody over here. They're like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing?
I'm curious.
What are you doing?
In his head, what is best case?
And then they don't even see it yet. They're like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, even if he doesn't fumble, they're still like, what the fuck?
They're like, yep, there you go. There you go. Now you can kind of see his facial expression. He's like, holy shit.
They got to start giving me the ball. He would have been better.
I'd
run out of bounds. Slowly, but I get there.
You would have got there a step before he did because he never even tried. He never even tried. So, with all that being said, this is the response that an all-time great has had. An all-time great. Let me remind you, this guy's a Hall of Famer. And this is what he says.
Got that jacket.
What was DK thinking? Why try to play hero ball in that situation? Which is, click. I like that. I like that way of thinking because that's, he's spot on. He's spot on.
That's going to win me a ball game.
Yeah, that's good. That's a win. That's the winning way of thinking here. Understanding the situational football that you find yourself in. Yeah, we're a touchdown. Yeah, that's not really feasible right now for us, is it, mate? You know what I mean? And from there, we go on, and this is just I'm giving you guys the chronological timeline because it was actually quite interesting to see it unfold. And I said, you know what? Definitely gonna watch that. Definitely gonna watch that. Hold on. Let's see here. Let me make sure I got this. Da-da-da-da. Here we go. And then this was the response. DK Metcalf. And somehow it got 24,000 likes. Somehow it got 24,000 likes. He says, stop questioning me, lil boy. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. Stop questioning me, little boy. Who's a little boy? Who was like the 23-year-old or 25-year-old or however old he is?
I'm not sure. Maybe he didn't realize who he was talking to. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty obvious though.
The way he said it, I mean, part of me is like maybe he's just joking. But I mean, still, we're not talking about a little boy here. Shannon Sharpe.
I'm not sure you want to joke like that with him.
And so it continues on. Oh, whoops. Clicking bars. All right. So it continues on from there. It just keeps getting a little bit more testy. Let's see here. Boom. To this. Nothing to question. That was a dumbass play, and your pride won't let you admit it. You can't, you in quotes, you can't question anything I've done. Pray your resume will be as complete as mine. Pray, all caps. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Be blessed.
Be blessed. Namdesa, whatever. He's off into the sunset. And I mean, you would have thought it would have ended there. I mean, I would have thought it would have ended there because that's pretty much all that needs to be said. I mean, I don't think anybody really wants to compare DK Metcalf's football career at this point to Shannon Sharpe at maybe any point of his career
Right.
at this point.
He
I just don't see how that's something you want to.
Very well may get there one day, but at the moment,
There's a chance he could be that guy. But, you know, let's be honest.
it's a long way to go.
Is he going to be Shannon Sharpe kind of guy, like production-wise? His fantasy stats don't say that.
Is he going to get 3 rings?
Is he going to get 3 rings? Probably not.
I mean, not if he can't go the fuck out of bounds.
9-time All-Pro? Maybe, because the Pro Bowl is not about who's really good. It's about who's well-known.
Yeah. If you can't follow a simple instruction, you're probably not going to win a whole lot of Super Bowls.
There you go. There you go. You just said it. And you don't even know how to actually like play football and understand the situations you're in. The simple instructions that are attached to situations that work in the betterment for the betterment of the team. He's not capable of that because he just literally showed that he doesn't even understand about getting out of bounds in a 2-minute drill. For what reason would you run that way? I'm still like in my head trying to like configure it to make sense, but it just doesn't make sense because there's nothing to do there. Whew, but it goes even further, ladies and gentlemen. It don't stop right there. It goes even further. DK Metcalf responds again. Oof. Whew. To that actual response about that being a dumbass play, he says, from the looks of it, I can wipe my shit emoji with yours. Continue to gossip, you washed up wannabe.
I think at this point you have to say I was hacked.
I mean, that's where you say, hey, mom, hey, I don't know what's going on my Twitter, y'all. I think it got hacked, but y'all know I love Shannon. Y'all know I love him. It's all good, man. That would have been a good spot to kind of pull that because now you're literally like delusional. You're literally delusional.
I just got back inside. I don't know what's going on. I was running routes. I was running routes trying to figure out where the sideline is.
I just got to my computer. I just saw that all these tweets were coming in. I didn't know what's going on. But from the looks of it, I can wipe my shit emoji with yours. Continue to gossip, you washed up wannabe. Huh. Now, luckily, there's someone here who has sense in this world of madness. And they just went ahead and posted everything that this man by the name of Shannon Sharpe is a part of as far as his professional football accolades go. Not even anything about his collegiate career in here, but Denver Broncos, 9 years there, maybe I think 10, but 9 years technically. Baltimore Ravens, then back to the Broncos to retire. 3-time Super Bowl champ, 4-time first team All-Pro, second team All-Pro, 8-time Pro Bowls, NFL 1990s All-Decade Team, Denver Broncos Ring of Fame, Denver Broncos 50th anniversary team, and the 2011 Pro Football Hall of Fame. His number has been retired at Savannah State. Most receiving yards in the game by a tight end, 214 yards. Has DK Metcalf actually had over 200 yards receiving in the game in his career yet? I don't know. I do not know. Somebody in the chat may want to let me know. I don't know. But I will say this. There is no comparison in any sorts, in any way, between what Shannon Sharpe has done in his career and what DK Metcalf has done in his career. Because if we're looking at it from this scope, from this lens, and we're trying to get it in focus, DK Metcalf he's not even in the discussion. He's not even worth speaking about compared to Shannon Sharpe. It's literally a waste of your breath.
Yeah, I'm curious if he's even on pace to do some of these things. I mean, this is obviously
a good
kind of
question.
career.
I mean, come on. We saw what he did last night. Do you think he is? I don't. You know what?
Russ about to get up out of there, so he's going to be.
Let me see. DK Metcalf
with either a young career or Wagino. So.
Stats. Let's see. Let's see. Career stats. All right. He is 23 years old and 308 days. One Pro Bowl, and he is in his. What year is this for him?
3?
No. No, it's not. This is okay, man. Well, is it? Hold on. I'm looking at a damn Mississippi. It doesn't say when the let me go back. Come on. All right, here we go. DK Metcalf. This is his third year. 2019, second round pick. Let's see here. Let's go to your stats. His career stats. Let's see touchdowns. His career stats, he has at this point in 3 years, he has 22 touchdowns. Let's see how many touchdowns our boy had. Let's see here. Does it say he has 62 by the end of his career? Now, remember, they play two different positions, wide receiver and tight end.
And different
two different positions. He also has over 10,000 yards receiving. Has DK Metcalf gone over 1,000 yards in any of his seasons as a receiver thus far? One season. One season, he went over 1,000 yards, 1,300. 2019, he went 900. 2020, he went 1,300 with 10 touchdowns, which is actually that's a pretty damn good season. It is, no doubt. No doubt. Nobody's saying he's a bum by any stretch. We just saying you got years to go before you can actually you can even speak the way you speaking to somebody, the way you talking to Shannon Sharpe. Like, that don't even make no sense. Shit, you could use some tutelage from him if you really want to be real about it, as far as being a receiver of your size, who was pretty comparable. He's a few inches taller than Shannon Sharpe. And maybe 10 pounds heavier, 15 pounds heavier, but Shannon Sharpe was a beast, boy.
Exactly.
He was a beast. You crazy coming out here talking.
You can check the footage
like this.
That's easy to do. We can find all type of footage of him.
And you know what come on now. I already got that. Come on now. That's where we going next. I just wanted to show a little bit about the nonsense to start, but we're gonna get to showing what Shannon got. We're gonna get to that right now. As a matter of fact, Shannon Sharpe, let's remind you, played in an NFL with some of the greatest players to ever play the game. The era he played in was all the way through to the early 2000s, was one of the most unbelievable eras of football. Can you even imagine? You had the 90s Cowboys. You had the 90s 49ers, who were right there neck and neck with them. You had the Broncos. As soon as they got them new jerseys, it was on and cracking for them. You know what I mean?
Even the Bills.
You had the Bills. The Bills were in their balls.
They never got over the hump, but
you had the Baltimore Ravens that was coming in 2000, and they started doing their thing. So, sometimes you gotta, if you don't understand the history of the game, then it becomes evident that you don't understand when you start talking the way he talking. That means you just don't understand. You don't know football history.
Right.
You ain't a student of it.
He put up those numbers when cats were still running the ball for 12, 1,500, 1,800 yards in the season.
Bruh.
Safeties were still hitting.
Bruh.
Knocking you dig in the dirt. As coach
Exactly. I mean, that's the football me and you watched growing up. That was our football that we watched growing up. You know what I mean? Like, do you know how many times Emmitt Smith got the pill a game? Emmitt Smith got the rock like 25, 30 times a game. And that's you can put the bank on it. He getting it 20 times at least. And you still had receivers who had unbelievable yards in Michael Irvin. You know what I mean? Like, come on. But if you were a youngin' and you don't know about Shannon Sharpe, well, we here to show you. Shannon Sharpe, ladies and gentlemen.
Elway wide open to Sharpe for the touchdown.
Shannon Sharpe just right up the seam. Again, John Elway
Savage.
able to misdirect the safety. That time, Dell Spears.
Look at this. This is the tight end everybody trying to be right now.
Exactly.
This was the tight end. Hitting seam routes the way Darren Waller trying to hit him now. Outrunning the whole defense.
54 yards.
You know what I mean? You got to be crazy. You got to be out your bloody mind, Mike.
4 wide receivers plus Shannon Sharpe.
Come on.
End
Give
zone.
me that. He in the back of the end zone on their ass.
His second reception of the ball game.
And his brother was a
his second
baller.
touchdown of this season.
Man, let him tell it. He was even better.
Hey, that's what people say.
Look at that.
I mean, come on, man. You telling me this cat wouldn't be a beast in today's NFL? He absolutely would have been. He would have been even better because you wouldn't have been able to touch him if you could.
This guy is something bad. There's no one in the backfield.
Like they giving him the pill from 35 yards out. You know what I mean?
Sharpe wide open again, and Elway.
That's so pretty.
Like, and then it's a pretty long video. I kind of want to watch it, but you know how YouTube gonna do.
I mean, we could be here all day.
This cat could be he would be better even in today's NFL. I believe, honestly, he would be better. He would be better. He would, because you wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't be. I mean, guys, and when he played, you could get your hands on cats for what 5-10 yards. You could like just rough them up, like just like you tackle them damn near if you want. Shoot, you could play defense. They didn't call a lot of pass interference. They didn't call a lot. So he was out there getting capped, decapitated, and not getting calls.
They could split them out now. They're doing so much with these H-back types now. Put them in so many different positions where you're able to hide them, get free releases.
Mm-hmm. They didn't need to be all tricky dicky when they was trying to get a tight end open. They just put him on the edge of the line of scrimmage. They didn't even motion the motherfucker. They didn't even want to know if it was man or zone. They just
I'm
like,
just running past
throw it
him.
to him.
I don't care what he's in. Whoever he is, I'm running past him.
Hey, Tony, and hey, this is an okay point. Tony Gonzalez, that's who these cats were trying. That's the same thing. Him and Shannon Sharpe were cut from the same cloth, my friend. Those are two tight ends of the same era, of the same literal credentials, pretty much. Only thing Tony Gonzalez was missing was the rings. That's the only thing he was missing. Tony Gonzalez was a cold, bad mother clucker too.
Ooh, oh my God.
He was nasty. Nasty.
Yeah, I was with him for the last 3 years.
Oh, you was there? Oh, yeah, you was with him. How was he? I know, because he was in Atlanta for a minute. Like, people had forgot that he was even a Chief, that the Chiefs is where he really was the most of his career.
Exactly. The hardest worker. That man, there's a reason he caught. His hands were so nice out there. Balls.
just catches everything.
doing his little shimmy, turn around. Never hit the ground.
Snatching. Never hit the ground.
And
Here
see
first,
it on
Antonio
Sundays.
Gates. That's another cat. Antonio Gates was another cat who kind of same cloth.
Right.
He was a basketball player. He
Ex-basketball players. Him and Tony were basketball players in college.
Yeah, Tony Gonzalez. Yeah, he was a basketball player as well. Yeah, them boys was like athletes. They were athletes of the time. You know what I mean? Like, and even Antonio Gates. I mean, come on, man. All these tight ends we just named off, I think they're all better than DK Metcalf, period, right now. They're all better. They're all better than him. More reliable, smarter, we know that. Smarter for sure. Reliable in the clutch. You know, they'll make the right decision. Why even risk your body? Why risk your body trying to run over somebody when it's totally unnecessary? They're better blockers. They blocked shit. Tony Gonzalez. I mean, look, there are a few tight ends that could do both, but they could do both. Now, they weren't. You know, I would say no. They were actually pretty good. I remember. We played against. I played against them cats. Them cats was good. Well, I played against Tony Gonzalez and Antonio Gates. But those cats could block decently enough. They weren't like dog shit. I mean, I see dog shit blocks by tight ends every week in the NFL, but I didn't see them from them. Definitely did not. But these are all tight ends, and I would take them at wide receiver over DK Metcalf right now. Now, I'm not trying to shit on him. I'm just saying, if I had to choose, I would take them and put them at receiver and be like, you going to play receiver this game. I know they're going to be all right. Shit.
I know what I'm getting.
I know I couldn't put DK Metcalf at tight end and be like, hey, I need you to run these seams and block on these toss cracks. You ain't going to do that. He going to get his ass, he going to get cracked like a Ruffles chip. He going to be cracking his ass all around there. Shoot. Whew. I mean, a lot of legendary players in the NFL would be just fine in this NFL. They'd be just fine. They would be just fine. I mean, hell, LT would be dominant. LT would be dominant. Well, I don't know. You know, they got those drug screenings now. It might be a little bit harder for LT. LT might be pulling a damn, what's his name?
Josh
from Cleveland.
Josh Gordon.
He'd be pulling a Josh Gordon. He'd be on his third strike, coming back after another indefinite suspension. Shit. That would be LT. Hell, I mean, shit. Even like think of like good running back like Ricky Waters. I mean, I'm sorry, Ricky. Ricky.
Him too.
Ricky Williams, Ricky Waters. Yeah, Ricky Waters was a beast. 49ers running back. He was nice. But I was thinking about Ricky Williams. Ricky Williams would beast in this NFL.
Oh my God.
He would beast in it. Oh my gosh. You know, I watch, and maybe you do too. I'm sure you do. These cats, it just don't seem like they hit like they used to hit, which, I mean, part of it is the rules. Part of it is the rules. But even at that, we had the rules when we were playing. That started like our rookie year. They started doing that whole headshot shit or their second year, I think it was. But they started doing all that, and the hitting just kind of like, you know, the hitting became like you saw a lot of guys getting flagged, a lot of guys getting penalized from headshots for like a couple seasons.
Right.
Because everybody was trying to adjust to it. Everybody's trying to like move themselves to try and adjust to tackling without their head.
I've been doing this since I was in third grade, and now I'm just
Now I'm gonna actually run through your chest with my elbow, and still get flagged just because I ran through you like that.
you hit them too hard. You can't hit people that hard,
dude. I'll never forget. We played one game. If I remember correctly, we played in Seattle. Oh my God. We played in Seattle one year, And these cats, they were hitting, they hit Mojo so hard, man. They was hitting this cat so hard all game. We was in the shower. This motherfucker was like, I'm pissing blood. I'm like, yeah, it sounds like them kidneys might be a little bruised up. Might need to go to the hospital home. But those were hit. Those were, you had cats who were real hitters. Late 20, early 2010s, mid 2010s. I think about 2013, 2014, 2015, things kind of started tapering down a little bit with physicality. As far as like cleanliness of it, it just started getting a little sloppy to me. Anyways, but that, to me, that in a nutshell was the beef between Shannon Sharpe and our guy, DK Metcalf. Now, at the end of the day, I mean, DK Metcalf's going to have a good career. I think we can safely say that he should have a pretty solid career. That doesn't mean that he's going to be, an all-world Hall of Famer, but it's possible. He has the talent to be that, but you also got to have the mentality to be that as well. You know what I mean?
But he's young, and
he's young, but you got to have the mentality of you have to understand that has to be engraved in you, that you got to, you got to show respect to these guys who are.
And we saw in this exchange that he eventually came around.
Yeah, so, he came around because you know why he came.
Someone got to him.
Somebody's like, "Motherfucker, what are you doing?"
Someone pulled him to the side, put him
on
game real quick.
Like, stop it.
And I hope he does. I mean, he has, he's a physical specimen, big, fast, all these things.
Yeah, he's made some wow plays. He has made some wow plays, but he's also had some pretty dumb plays too. And just case in point here, give me 1 second. Case in point. I just want to show this real quickly because I don't want nobody to feel like I'm shitting on him.
Yeah, full disclosure, he is my keeper in my fantasy league. So
yeah, you know what I mean? I mean, he's a fantasy league, he's got fantasy league love, but let's case in point here. This is not the first time. Oh my God damn. Oh shit. I didn't even know it was all that.
Forgot something.
Damn.
That is wild.
I mean,
at his size,
how you just drop the ball like that?
Your hands should be big enough to just damn near palm the fucking ball.
And they ran it back. I didn't even know that all that happened.
Yeah,
I just saw that he did a juke and fumbled. Man, guess that's kind of driving the point home. Kind of driving it home there. But anyways, let's take a look here. Let's start and let's look at some of these scores from last week because we got Monday Night Football tonight as well. That's gonna be a good matchup there. Bills and Titans. What do you think about this game? What do you think about this? Before we get into just looking back at scores from the week, what you think about the matchup tonight?
The Bills are hot.
Bills are hot, ain't they?
Steamrolling right now. And if I'm not mistaken, is Derrick Henry playing tonight? I feel like I saw something where he was questionable. Let me look that up, actually.
On what? Is who playing?
Derrick Henry.
Oh, hold on. Let me check my fantasy real quick, because he's my running back. I'm pretty sure he is playing. I don't think there was any.
Okay, I think he's playing.
Okay, yeah.
You got a chance with him in the game because you'll be able to get the play action off eventually.
Yeah, he's playing. He's playing. He's definitely playing. Damn, I'm getting smacked.
I don't even want to look.
But I got three players. I got 3 players tonight. I got Jared Allen, who's my quarterback, Derrick Henry, and I got Cole Beasley.
Oh, you're gonna be all right then.
So I guess everybody needs to have a big game. Everybody needs to have a big game for me to get this win. Holy shit! But yeah, I mean, this is a game between, to me, Buffalo is really hot, obviously, and I really do right now have them as the favorite in the NFL. Period. I have the Cardinals right there next to them because the Cardinals actually impressed me with the win that they had yesterday. So there are a couple teams that are kind of standing above the pack. I mean, the Ravens, again, another team that had a really big win that I did not expect for them to have. I expected the Chargers to win that game by that kind of score, 34-6. And the Ravens are playing really good at home. That's been big for them as well, to be at home. So it's hard to win there. It has always been hard to win there. But they're another team. The Cowboys. Cowboys are another team that is really playing well.
You saw it.
What?
Cowboys.
Oh my God. I mean, you got to give it up for them. You know what I mean? I kind of hate the Cowboys, but I will admit that right now they're moving. They're moving. But other than those teams, I mean, it's you've seen teams kind of rise but fall. Like teams have been unable to be consistent. Even the Chiefs are sitting at 3-3 right now. They're a team that has been fighting inconsistencies. It's been costing them games. The Bengals actually are another team that's playing pretty well. Green Bay, obviously, we know Green Bay's in the thick of things right now. And that's actually something I want to talk about as well. The Green Bay game. Holy crap. The Green Bay game, for those of you who didn't see it, and this was This was a play for the ages, at least a moment for the ages as far as his career goes. Holy crap. Aaron Rodgers talking that shit.
I didn't know. I didn't really
oh, my goodness. Let's see it.
I didn't realize he still had it like this.
It's the Bears. He hates them.
Scrambles to his right. Pumps and runs.
Hell of a scramble. He froze up. He froze that linebacker up so bad. He made him deke inside and he's gone. Then he gets a late hit. So he gets look at that. That people's belt. That's the people's belt.
Talk your shit.
Look at the late hit, though. They're not even going to call that. Like, that's clearly the ref's just looking at it. Boom, hits him, right? But listen closely.
Touchdown Packers. It's Rodgers running for the score.
I own you.
Lord.
God, that's got to be a dagger to Bears fans.
I'm gonna go ahead and head on home.
I guess they were throwing their fingers up at him. You know how Bears fans do.
Oh yeah, no question about
that.
They
won a couple games, you know what I mean? Now they just like, oh shit, it's the Fields show now, and we just hot shit. We hot butt, hot fire.
Yeah,
Green Bay come to town. Okay, you win this game, we'll call you hot fire. You win this game, we'll call you hot fire. Where y'all at? Y'all in Chicago? Okay, win this game, and we'll call y'all hot fire for real. And they got their ass whooped. Oh, and he said, I've owned you all my fucking life. I've owned you. I still own you. I still own you. I mean, I'm going to make a t-shirt and put that on my merch store. This is what it's going to say. I'm going to make it. After this stream, I'm making this t-shirt. I promise you it's going to be on the merch for the first video I put up from this live stream. That is what this is golden. I'm going to make 3 shirts. I've owned you all my fucking life. And I'm going to make another one that says, I've owned you. I'm going to make another one that says, I still own you. I still own you. And they're all going to have
like WWF level shit talking.
Yeah, it's going to be like a WWF style shirt. It's going to be literally like with the People's Champ belt around his waist. It's going to look glorious. It's going to look glorious. I'm going to put that on the merch store because that was in a lot of ways like I mean, you just can't say anything to that because he has. You know what his record is against Chicago? 22-5 career record.
That sounds about right.
22-5.
That sounds about right. They
That
have not
sounds like
had,
he owns them.
yeah.
That's what that sounds like.
They have been bereft of quarterbacks in Chicago in our
You know
lifetime.
what I mean? My Jaguars finally won. We won, baby. We won, baby.
Hey.
Despite Urban Meyer.
And
We won.
Y'all didn't get the record for was it
Oh,
consecutive
God.
losses?
We're off the fucking schneid. Don't you love it? My God. We are off the schneid. Let me find it. Whoops. Yeah, there it is. We're off the schneid, baby. For the game winner.
54-yarder. Nope.
And this one was before the game winner.
Got it.
Hey, this kick right here was nice. Look how far out he kicked it. That shit was supposed to miss. And it hooked back in.
Got
Oh,
it.
wow.
Got it. How
Yeah.
about that?
Put some English on that shit.
I was like, oh, it's coming back.
In a couple of
Yeah.
Down the line, and then look as it curves.
Like it went outward.
Oh, and look
Then
at
it
it. Starts
curves
out
back
right down the
in.
line, and then look as it curves right at
Look
the
at
end.
that. I don't.
But even at that, I mean, this.
In honor
Yeah.
of
Great execution by Jackson.
in honor of London, he bent it like Beckham.
53-yard potential.
Let's
game
go,
winner.
Duval.
Is the long snapper. Cook is the holder.
That's a
Matthew
new
Wright
stadium
signed
too
off
that
the
they
street,
in London.
elevated yesterday, 53-yarder
Supposed to be the London Jaguars.
to win it. It's away, and he got it. He got it.
Ooh.
Jacksonville wins and ends the second longest losing streak in NFL history.
Jacksonville ends the second longest losing streak in NFL history.
That hurts just.
That was what he said on live TV. Damn. Woo. Well, I'm not getting it twisted. It's not like I got hope. Like, well, nothing's going to happen after this. I mean,
You just don't
1-5. Season's over. Good. Congratulations. You're not
Hey.
going to get the biggest, longest losing record of all time. But let me tell you something. You got like 11 games left, 12 games left.
You're better
Playoffs
than
is pretty much out the picture already.
what is it? The
So-
08 Lions. What was it? The year they went over.
Ooh, the Lions. That was 2008. That was my second year. We played the Lions that year, and we blew them the fuck out. That was my first year as a starter. I was a left guard that year, and we blew them out. But they had Cliff Averill, who was my teammate in college. So Cliff Averill was on that team. I remember at the end of the game, I'm like, hey, man.
Damn.
I remember at the end of the game, me and him were sitting there talking. I'm like, hey, man, put my hand on his shoulder. Y'all gonna get through this. He's like, man, my rookie year, it's like, shit, I come to the worst team in the damn NFL. I'm like, hey. Could be worse.
Right.
But he ended up going to Seattle and becoming a fucking legend.
Right.
Out in
Yeah.
Seattle, got him a Super Bowl championship and all. Balled out, boiler
Gets
up.
better.
That's Purdue. That's a Purdue specimen from what I'm talking about. That's Purdue pride right there.
Just, if you're down, you're not necessarily out. It can get better.
I mean, it was ugly. I mean, we beat the brakes off them. They weren't good. But it's crazy. 2 years later, I'd be playing in Jacksonville with Mike Mularkey as our head coach, and we'd start the season 0-8. And I'll tell you what, last thing you want to hear from a motherfucker after the game is, hey man, keep your head up. It's like, motherfucker, fuck you, motherfucker. I'm trying to get wins out here. Come on. Oh yeah, Purdue bred, baby, and we just got done beating up another number 2 team. Now, a fun fact, and this is, we're not talking about the NFL here. Purdue University, the only football college in college football history that has as many wins against number 2 opponents when unranked as compared to any other team in any other aspect of college football.
Yeah.
Even though we don't win shit ever. Our
How
last
did
Big Ten championship.
How did they dig that up?
You know what I mean? So how the hell do we keep beating number 2s when we can't even fucking win a Big Ten championship? We ain't even in the top 3 for the Big Ten championship. You know what? We haven't even been a true contender for the Big Ten title since like my sophomore year. My sophomore year, we played against Ohio State in Ohio State. The winner of that game essentially would win the Big Ten championship, and we ended up losing in overtime. But, yeah, big shout out to Purdue for beating another number 2. Hell yeah. But Jaguars won. We got ourselves a nice little dub. Buccaneers beat the crap out the Eagles. Eagles are just not good. They're just not good.
Mm-hmm.
They're just not good. What else we got here? Who else had some games going? Oh, the Colts. The Colts actually came out and had a pretty good game. The Colts, I mean, they should have stomped the Texans, even with some of the injuries that they've had. The Colts came out. They look like a better team than they look like. I mean, they actually, they looked pretty good the week before when they lost to Baltimore, so they had a good game. They smashed the Texans.
Did what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, they did what they were supposed to do. They won the way they're supposed to win against a team that's not
Beat
really
a bad
good at
team.
all. Yeah, they beat a bad team the way it should be. Matter of fact, let me pull this up so we can show some of the scores at least. So I'm going through the scoreboard. Rams beat the shit out the Giants. I think we expected that. Chiefs beat the brakes off the Washington Redacts. The Redacts. Name redacted. The Washington Redacts. The Vikings actually beat the Panthers. The Panthers are kind of skidding. I think that's 3 in a row.
That's 3 in a row for them.
That's 3 in a row. What's their head coach's name again?
Matt Rule.
Matt Rule. I was thinking about Judge from New York. Matt Rule, I mean, it looked like in year 2, he was going to be, making some big moves as a college coach coming into the NFL. But, once you figure out something that works, you got to keep evolving because teams are going to try and shut that shit down. Like, they're going to put a concerted effort into shutting that shit down. Chargers, like I said, I was very disappointed that the Chargers lost.
I thought they'd either A, win, or be much more competitive than this.
Yeah, like for it to not even be competitive, that's shocking to me. Because they just got done smacking around the Kansas City Chiefs, who these Ravens could not beat.
Exactly.
So, which, doesn't really mean anything in the grand scheme because the NFL, any team can win any game, any week. It doesn't matter. It literally does not matter. Any team can beat you because every team plays at a high level, nigh the consistency of playing at that high level.
Yep.
But they can play at a high level at any time during the game and match their opponent, any team. So it's just about, once you get the upper hand and once you get the momentum, you keep it and you continue to pound away. That's the only way to be as consistent as you possibly can be as an NFL team. Cowboys and the Patriots. I thought that game was a really damn good game. I thought that the Patriots had their chances. They had their chances.
Very entertaining.
Really
As a Cowboy fan, hard to stomach for a while.
Oh man, you know what though, man? That Dak Prescott, he's got to be near the top. It's got to be him and Josh Allen right now for MVP. I might even say still, you know what? I'll put Aaron Rodgers in there as well because Aaron Rodgers is defending. He's the defending MVP. So You got to keep his name in there until there's a clear cut difference in.
I'm auditioning influencers to promote depression stick online.
What is
the
it?
hell is
It's
that?
a vape pen. It can amplify depression and anxiety.
This is a sick
What does
thing.
that mean?
No, this is freaking ESPN automatically playing ads trying to get me demonetized, you fucks. No, but like I said, I really did not expect that the Ravens would recover the way that they have, because they look so shaky to start the season. They look so shaky. Cardinals. I'm starting to believe, because I said like last year.
Yeah, this one was surprising.
Like last year, I thought that this was the point where they probably collapse. The collapse begins with the Browns, but they actually manhandled the Browns. So I'm actually feeling them. And this is even another team, the Raiders, after everything that's been going on with them.
I mean, this might be that one, the adrenaline game.
The emotion game.
Yeah. And
where
then
they're
it's
playing outside of themselves. Or maybe the Broncos just ain't shit.
That's also quite a strong possibility.
Maybe we got fooled by the Broncos. I mean, I look at the Raiders. Derek Carr, good game. 341 yards, 2 touchdowns. 16 carries. See, this is and this is where I always kind of like have my little aneurysm. Running backs. You got Josh Jacobs, and you got 16 carries. 16 carries. He should have like 10 more carries. 53 yards, 1 tut. And then Noah Fant on Denver had a solid game, 100 yards, 1 touchdown. That's a team, when you have a team that doesn't really pose a consistent deep ball threat like the Broncos have, then it's hard to win games, unless you have something very, very strong in way of a countermeasure for your lack of having a deep threat, which is either consistent conversions on third down or an excellent running game.
Historically, they have had that.
And that's been kind of their thing, like a team like Jacksonville even. Like, running is what these motherfuckers should be doing first. And they've had good running backs consistently. So, don't know what's going on there. Seahawks are in a world of trouble. Obviously, they lost last night. Steelers really aren't a very good team either. They've got good defense, but that's kind of it. And they've got Najee Harris.
Yep.
They got him. He is going to be
a grown man.
Freak.
He's a grown ass man out there.
He is going to be a freak wherever. I mean, if I had a crystal ball, I'd say he doesn't stay in Pittsburgh unless there's a visible swing in the in the direction of that team, because I don't know what direction that team's going in right now. I can't tell you. I'm just watching each week and just seeing, okay, they look good this week, or they look better this week. Their defense saved them this week, and then boom, or boom this. But Pittsburgh, I think they're in for a strong retooling after the season. There's almost, I almost would be like, hey, let's not win more than 6 games. Yeah, let's keep it at 6, because we're gonna need a quarterback. We're gonna need a quarterback and some linemen.
Cannot fall in the top 10.
We cannot fall out of the top 10. We need a quarterback or lineman. We need them. Ooh.
Yeah, that's not
TJ Watt. But they got some pieces. TJ Watt is a huge, is a big time player, dude. Like, that cat made all the plays. He made all the plays. He got all the sacks.
all the money.
All the monies. He got all the monies.
Cam Hayward, they're gonna get Bud Dupree back. Minka, they got some shit to work with over there.
They got some things on defense. They got to
on
keep
defense,
defense
yes.
there.
Let me clarify that.
On offense, they need an offensive line. They need a quarterback, and they need an offensive coordinator who can call run plays, because that's what they're going to need to do for the next 10 years if they really want to keep this pressure up. Because Najee Harris should be there. Najee Harris should be there. She should be the load bearer for this offense.
He should be the face of Pittsburgh.
He should be the face of Pittsburgh. He should be. Yes. He is the second coming of Jerome Bettis, but leaner, faster, maybe stronger. We don't know. Definitely more athletic. Okay, we'll just say he's the Najee Harris of the Pittsburgh Steelers, because him and, Bus maybe don't have all that in common, but he is definitely showing that he belongs in Pittsburgh as their running back for the future. That's what they drafted him for. So now they just need to give him a line that can block for him, get him an offensive coordinator who can call for him, and let that shit run. Let that shit rock. Whew. But, so what games have I missed here? What games have I missed? Oh, man, it's got to suck for the Lions. Losing the way they've been losing this year, and then to just get blown out. I think that might be the sound of the back breaking with the 34-11 loss to the
like I said earlier,
at home.
Since he is pretty strong.
Yeah, since he has definitely come on strong this year. Joe Burrow has taken the leadership of that team, and they all bought into it. They all love it. They love him, and I love that, because that's how it's supposed to be. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a quarterback, but in their situation, it had to be a quarterback, because that's what they need. That's what they absolutely need to move forward.
Yep.
But you can find that kind of guy on offense, on defense, on special teams, and those are the guys who are the nucleus of the team. Those are the guys who really provide the heart of the team that you don't necessarily, that not all the superstars actually have the heart that those guys have. They don't. That's part of why the DK Metcalf thing was so kind of like, it's kind of revealing, because it's showing that you don't really got that much heart. You don't have that much heart, because you let a retired NFL player on Twitter trigger you into acting like a straight asshole dummy, and you look weaker for it in my eyes. You don't look stronger. You don't look better, because not only were you completely unaware, you had no self-awareness in that you're talking to somebody whose career cumulatively is 10 times what your career is right now. And you are, you're young. You can get up to that level of achievement, but that level of respect took a long time to build. So you need to show that respect instead of trying to, look good in front of people on the internet who don't give a fuck about you, because they don't. They're just trying to get clicks like we doing right now. So shit. You know what I mean?
We'll be on to the next story.
You know what I mean? It's just a 24-hour news cycle. Just don't respond to shit that you don't want to really have to deal with. But we got this Monday night game coming up here. I'm going to watch this game. It's about to start right now. That is going to be it for this Lineman Life Live. Do appreciate you guys for being here and spending your time with me. It's Monday, so, we got Monday night football. Who you picking to win this one, man? It's Tennessee is no slouch. Tennessee is no slouch.
No, they are not. They are not.
They are no slouch.
I still got the Bills pretty handily.
Okay.
They're just a machine right now. He's
picking the Bills, and I'm picking the Bills too, damn it, because Bills Mafia is running like butter.
They're gonna have to. Tennessee's gonna have to really take the air out of the ball. Shorten this game.
Yeah, and they don't got the defense for that shit. I can tell you that right now. They ain't got it. The offense, if they can slow the game down with their running game, which if there is a team that can do it, it would be them. That can keep them in the game. That can keep the scores, keep it under a 4-score game on both sides. Then that's their best chance. But that means their defense would have to play the best game they played all year. That means that Buffalo would have to play, a little bit. They'd have to be a little bit rough. They'd have to come in and be playing a little rough because, Buffalo playing sharp and being on their shit. We've seen they just made the Chiefs look like fools. So we'll definitely find out here as the game gets ready to start. But I do appreciate everybody for being in here. This has been the Lineman Life Live broadcast live stream. My man, Justin Blaylock, and myself. Say goodbye to the good people, Justin.
Y'all have a good one.
All right, everybody. Appreciate y'all. We will see y'all on Wednesday for the Tier Maker. Don't forget, we got the Tier Maker Wednesday, 7 p.m. That'll be me, Justin, Urinating Tree, and 5 Points videos. Maybe a special guest. You never know. But make sure you hit the notification bell so you can get reminded when that one comes along. But until then, we will catch you all on the next live stream. Peace.